Hello there, this is Zeffy from I Am Zeffy and I Love to Scrap, and today I'd like to share with you two more tags that I've made, tag 9 and tag 11. I've lagged behind somewhat, so last night I decided I'll do two of my favorite tags, and when I saw this technique I loved it. I loved the way it has this old rich kind of flavor. The design reminded me of velvet brocade curtains, so that's the feel I wanted to give this tag, a feeling of homeliness and plushness and so forth. Okay, I never had the stamps, I never had the die, I never had the correct lettering. I struggled to find a swirl, and so I made do with what I have. Okay. The stamp that I use is from this stamp set here. It's a generic, I can't even remember the name of it, but it's like a swirl and a French script, and that's the only background stamps I've got, so I made do with that. So I first inked up my tag with pine needles, then I embossed it with clear embossing powder as Tim asked, and then I inked it up with aged mahogany. But I used my dabber, my distress tool that had barn door and stuff on it, so the aged mahogany isn't really a pure color, it's like a hybrid. And then I embossed it with clear embossing powder, and I wiped off a little. Looking at it in retrospect, I think I could have wiped off more embossing powder so that the paper could be exposed, so that the vintage photo would color it, but one lives and learns. And then I heat embossed it again as Tim suggested, and then I distressed the edges a little bit and I put vintage photo right all over the tag. Okay, now for the candelabra. I never had the candelabra, but I did have a chandelier. This is from a company here in Athens called scrapbooking.stamping, and I decided to use half of it. I inked it up with black soot. I inked up the whole thing except for the candles in black soot. The candles, I just put a little bit of acrylic paint on the candles and then a little bit of mustard seed on the flames, and then I painted also gold with my gold dabber, just and a little paintbrush. And I alcohol inked the chain with my alcohol ink, my gold mixative, because it was silver. And then I've added eucalyptus stickles. These are meant to be crystals that are hanging down below the chandelier. So I've done that, and then I've just put a little bit there and a little bit on top, and then some diamond dust stickles for the flame. And as he said, glossy accents on the letters. I really struggled to find a swirl to match it, and then eventually I settled on the petaloo flower that I'm sure you all know them. It has like a velvet feel and glitter and so forth. There you go. So I thought that matched the ribbon quite well. It's like a taffeta ribbon, so it picks up various colors of green and brown. So that's my take on this tag. I really love tag 9, and then I did tag 11, which is completely different to Tim's again, but I did have the glossy paper, which was great, so I tried the technique, and like I said, it's what it's all about. Okay, and then I also tried the shrink plastic, but with a difference. There we go. Shrink plastic, I cut the tattered leaves, and then I Versamarked it. I added UT, and I heated it with my heat tool, and it all shrunk and melted and became a nice gooey mess. And I love the way it looks. It looks like mother of pearl, and because my title says let it snow, let it snow, I thought I'll leave them like that so they look as if they're covered in snow. And I used different colors. I used Victorian velvet, for a little bit of red, One could maybe think it's a bit of a sunset or a sunrise, and then broken china and faded denim. That's the only blues I had. And then what I did with the little snowman is I inked him up with distress inks using a little makeup applicator. I used the barn door, and this is a stamp set called CDs. So that's the snowman I used, and the sentiment is also from the stamp set. And then once I put on the red, I wanted to put on a bit of green, and then I thought, okay, I'll jippo this, I'll cheat a little bit. So I just took my green Tombow art. This is a marking pen with water-based ink. So I made the little tassels and added it, because I couldn't get the detail in the check with the makeup applicator. And so I colored in the stars and the crystals with my marking pen. Very, very happy with the way it looks. I'm on to do tag 12 now. Of course, I don't have tissue paper in a box, so I've already stamped my tissue paper and I'm busy with that now. So hopefully I'll upload this while I'm working and show you the rest tomorrow. Be good. This is the 12th day of December already, so enjoy the rest of it. Bye.